you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, so I've just been handing out the link because I decided at the last minute, oh fuck, I didn't have any guests. No, not that I'm afraid. Not that I'm afraid. No pressure. But here's the thing. There is someone that really needs to go under the fucking bus tonight. And that is Colon and his missus. Because I was not going to go live this week. I was going to be like, yeah, I'll just chill, I have a pizza. I have a pizza right here. And I was just going to chill with a movie or whatever and be normal for a change. Like, yeah, I know. Sounds boring. And then we were talking to Colon the other night, and Colon's missus came on. And she was like, oh, well, I tell you what, I'll make a stream if Mrs. Colon will come on. And so I made the stream. Here we are, people. Here we are. Colon, where did you say you were? He tells me at the last minute, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to the cinema. So can my amazing members put the under the bus emoji in there and tag Colon in that? Because Colon definitely has to go under the bus. You don't want to... Ranty, text me on Discord and I'll send you the link and we'll have a bit of crack. I'm not drunk because I don't drink on stream. It's just a thing that I don't do. I say that I have a nice full glass of Coke in a Jameson glass, by the way, in a Jemmy glass. Tusk. I can pretend to be Mrs. Colon. That would terrify me down to the ground. In fairness, like, do we need another instance of Dulcima coming out? I don't know. Although Dulcima is genius. But some peoples have the link. Savage and Rarity, if you are brave enough, the link is in your emails. And we do have the witless wonders that keep me sane throughout all of this process. Daddy and Doug. What's the crack, lads?
Hello, everybody.
Dulcima!
Oh, fantastic. We got a Dulcima in the house.
No, I'm sorry. I'm Mrs. Colon.
Colon, if your missus is listening, I'm sorry in advance.
I'm at the cinema. She'll have to try and be quiet because there's people trying to watch the film.
That's not how she sounds, by the way.
It's exactly how I sound. How very dare you?
As by the way, we were talking to the other night. That's Mrs. Colon. don't.
We want her to come on, lads.
I
don't want to scare her away.
I'm a little drunk, you know.
No way. I would never have thought when you said in our chat that you were drinking, I never would have thought that you were drunk.
Shh. This is a good bit of the film. No, look behind you. Oh, does that hurt? Because that looks like it hurts.
Perspective, what are you doing in the pub? Come on. Yeah, okay, grand. No worries, Savage. Wait, what? What? I can't even read anymore. Friday night for all of you in or... Yes, it is Friday night. It is Friday night, and you know what? I need a fucking laugh because work has been a bitch.
It's Friday. We're all getting down on Friday. Or to the weekend.
Oh, God help us all.
I got a letter today.
Okay.
Yes. It says I'm severely mentally impaired.
How much alcohol have you had today?
No, I'm serious. I thought that was a little rude. Hello, Mrs. Colon. It said, hello.
Jesus.
Colon, I am sorry in advance.
You're mentally impaired, quite severely. Now go to the cinema.
I am.
Be quiet.
Turtle Move says, has Gary Bother found out how to tech yet? Nope. And he hasn't responded to any of my emails. I did try to help him out, but he doesn't want to. And hello to Audrey.
Hello.
Needed to get out of my hovel. So you abandon us for the pub. Colon abandons us for the cinema. Psh. But having said that, you're still here, so thank you for being here. You're awesome. And well done on the video there today as well, by the way.
I got a cracking wee video today, man. I enjoyed that. Even though it is Ranty's evil twin that's in the chat now.
Nah,
I can't keep that up. I'm going to have.
please don't. Please don't.
I think I've offended her enough by now. That's what she gets for not coming in.
Well, I mean, they are in the cinema, and Colin did ask for the link, so they might drop in which case, you know, yeah, you're going to have to talk to her.
Yeah, well, absolutely. What did they say what they're going to see?
He did, but I didn't remember. I was just upset because he was...
Is it the new
Yes,
James
Mr.
Bond movie?
He's going to see Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, he hasn't. Don't make me do my Mrs. Doubtfire. Because if you thought my Mrs. Colon was bad...
Is it different to Dulcimer?
Oh, completely different. About 3 octaves lower for a start.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Colin Montgomery was in the movies.
Colon Montgomery.
Colin Montgomery.
So,
Oh, good.
I want to say hello to people in the chat. Oh, I've already kind of... Oh, even better. Go on.
Hello, Crafty.
There it is.
Seems like-
What's the crack?
Oh, it seems I can tech. And just to prove Gary wrong from last week, I'm on my mobile phone, I'm on my headphones, and I'm at the cinema.
Yeah, what's the
Your
deal?
wife.
Yep, I'm with the missus. Say hello, missus.
The question is, have you got a box of popcorn on your lap?
No, we don't do popcorn. We got the sweeties, though.
We didn't hear her say hello. She has to say hello louder.
You have to say hello louder, dear.
Hello, louder.
Yay! Hold on.
Yay! Fantastic.
My
that's
impression was
hilarious.
perfect.
As I say, I'm just doing this to prove a point that it can be done. And
Well-
Crafty, I've got bad
Yeah.
news for you.
What? What did
I'm
you
on
do?
an iPhone.
Oh, fuck off. Why?
Because I love iPhones. Androids are
Why?
shite. Androids are
Apple
rubbish. They're
Apple
terrible.
is horrible. Apple is horrible to use. What are you going to say? What are you going to say?
Go on. What am I going to say? No time
What
to die.
soundtrack?
So you're going to see a fucking Bond movie instead of being here with
Yes.
us. Damn you
Yes.
all.
With an
With
iPhone.
Daniel Craig, and hold on, the missus has got one message for you about Daniel Craig.
Fit as fuck.
Have you got that?
Shit as fuck. Yeah, shit as fuck. Thank you.
No, fit as fuck.
Shit as fuck. Yeah, that's what I said. That's
What
I
have his feet got to do with it?
Hey there, Tusk. How you doing, dude?
All right.
said. Clive is asking for some spoilers there.
I haven't seen it yet. We go in 15 minutes.
Oh,
Speaking of,
spoiler alert.
Gary.
Bond wins. Hello,
Gary,
Gary.
what's the
Wenger.
crack?
Hello, Gary.
Hey,
Oh,
Gary.
hang on. Is this the deal,
Colin
Gary?
has-
Is it the Wenger bot?
Well, Colin has a message for you, Gary.
Gary, colon Cantech. I'm on my mobile phone. I'm on my headphones, and I'm at the cinema. So you can get in here if you just apply a little bit of common sense.
It's true. It is true. It's not that difficult to do. But yeah, enjoy your movie and thank you for dropping in. Even though having you and the missus on was the entire reason for this fucking stream.
Darling,
So thank you, everybody, and good night.
and 1 second, Mrs. C. Crafty just said the whole reason for this stream was for you. So you could chat to her and have some crack.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, and you fucked off to the cinema. What you like?
We got
On
kicked
a
out of the
promise.
house, actually.
They're on a promise. Don't let him kid you. He's on a blood promise. He's kicked the fucking wains out and everything. Tell you, man.
No.
Wrong one.
We're
Wrong
not
one. Wrong one.
complaining. We're on a date.
Yeah, we're on a date. We haven't had a
Yes,
date in a
well-
long time, so.
So thank you for actually, yeah. Thank you for actually interrupting your date to be on here.
Oh, no problem. Anyway, guys, you take care. Have fun. And Gary, Get your ass on stream. See you later.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
Colin.
Ta-ra.
Now, that is just proof. That is just proof that if you really try, you can get on the stream.
Yeah, Gary.
know-
Come on.
Should I send him the link, folks? You guys be the judge. Well,
Yeah.
first of all, would Gary be able to come on?
See, Gary can get on other people's streams, no problem.
Yeah, but he doesn't like me. He doesn't like me, Ted.
Well,
I don't like it. I'm on your bloody stream.
exactly. I mean,
know.
that's never stopped us.
Exactly. Can't help myself. Send him the link. Now, if Gary comes on, we'll be nice to him, won't we?
Absolutely.
Chris,
Yeah.
Chris.
I'm
By the
always
way,
nice.
if you, Christopher Shapley is in the chat. I see him there. Christopher, if you want to come on, I would love for you to come on.
No talking
My
about
phone
ghosts,
said
though.
it's not compatible.
Oh, rubbish.
In what way? In what
Nokia 3310s, I don't think are.
No.
True. Gary, you need to get a better phone or, a laptop or something. Something. You can get a decent mobile phone that'll let you in here for like 100 quid max. There's no reason. There's no reason. He just doesn't love me. He doesn't love me. Yay! But I know someone who does. Hey, Chris.
Hey, how's it going?
Yay! We have Christopher Shapley. How are you, my friend?
Good. I wouldn't be. I don't know how excited I'd be. I don't have much to say.
Are you on your phone too? Are you working?
Yeah. Wait. Hold on.
No, it was just a question.
Wait.
All right, wait.
Another person that could get on their phone. Oh, he ran away. He'll be back.
Yeah.
He'll be back. No, colon. I didn't say your iPhone's decent. I have a Samsung Galaxy 2, Gary, and I can still get onto the stream. So there's basically there's no reason for you not to come on.
Maybe he's got
Yeah,
the
all right,
Galaxy
mate.
1 as opposed to Galaxy 2.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Are you on your phone?
Yes.
Yes. See, Gary, second person. Let's come on
Yeah, and
on their phone.
And I had YouTube open also, so stupid me. So I was there's a lot of echo. So sorry about that.
Oh, cool, man.
Well, I'm glad to have you on. How's
Well,
work going?
yeah.
Work is absolutely insane. I think in 4 days I worked 48 hours.
Oof.
So it was a lot. And then yesterday was just insane. We had 2 marijuana toxicities in the same day within hours of one another, different families. So that's the only drawback that I feel in the legalization of marijuana in the States is we're starting to see an uptick in accidental toxicities. And one was just as simple, like the girl just dropped a little bit of bud on the ground. The dog ate it, and the other one, the dog lapped up some tincture, and both were stoned out of their minds. And in veterinary cases, like marijuana toxicity can actually be lethal. So so they tend to have little focal seizures, really super high temperatures, and then
That's scary, man.
yeah. I mean, to the outsider it looks cute because they're all like dopey and nose planting, but in the
That can be
veterinary
very
world,
dangerous.
yeah, when you start getting the little focal seizures and the hyperthermia, that gets a little scary. So we had 2 of those, and then it's just super busy, and I'm doing my small animal work and then still doing my equine work and farm animal work on the side. So just staying busy. That's it.
So
Just
so
staying
basically,
busy.
what you're saying is you can give Tusk a horse.
Yes.
There you go,
As
Tusk.
Not if it's
There
stone.
you go, Tusk. Just
Stone
you
horse for
handle all the shipping costs, and I'll get one to you.
I'll just hollow it out and paddle it over. That'll sort a lot of problems. But yeah, about many years ago, right? Me and a few friends were sort of sitting around my flat, just having a few spliffs and whatnot. And somebody banged on the door as they ran past, and we ran out, and they were gone. And we come back, and all the weed was missing. It was like a lump of hashish. What the fuck, you know? And we couldn't find it, and we're all looking at each other, thinking you stole that. And then about half an hour later, the dog started whining, tried to stand up, and just fell over. I was like, oh no. And we started finding tiny little crumbs around the place. And for about 3 days, I had to pick him up to go for a pee because he couldn't stand up properly. And he was all over the place. I took him to the vet and they said that it's too late. There's nothing they can do because it had already been digested.
Yeah.
So he just had to like kind of just let it pass. But as you say, it was kind of funny watching him walk into the wall for a while. But I thought, is my dog brain damaged? Is that it now? You know?
Yeah, and that's scary, like, especially if it's going on like 3 days, because then you do kind of worry, like, I mean,
was a lot of weed.
I do.
Oh,
I
no.
always tell clients, especially the ones that are worried that vaccines are going to give their dogs autism, but even the clients that are worried that there's a little bit of cognitive dysfunction. What I always tell folks is, as long as your dog's not doing your taxes or driving you to work, everything should be just fine.
Yeah.
See, Daryl Frost says the only real treatment is pizza.
No, don't make it sick. As if it's not bad enough.
Yeah, but then you'll have all that nice vomiting and diarrhea, and that'll clear out the system real fast.
So apparently Ryan, who's in the chat, says his bird likes to smoke, but his dogs stay away. And then he said, "My bird's a dink if he don't smoke with me in the AM."
Really, that's interesting. That's really interesting.
How much would you like to meet this bird?
I would love to see this bird. I'd also love to do some X-rays on it to see what its lungs and air sacs look like, because that stuff is, because birds can die from like cigarette smoke. So I mean, there's more.
Just out of curiosity.
Newsflash, so can humans.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity and purely for
I'm only a veterinarian.
How much cigarette smoke would I have to blow at a budgie before it died?
No. Do not answer that. Do not answer that question. If you answer that question, Effie will kill me. You're not killing the budgie.
I'll refrain from comment then.
He's asking for a friend.
Yeah, asking for a friend. Because they smoke like 40 Capstan full strength a day, and they're wondering if they blew smoke right in the budgie's stupid fucking face, how long did it take to die?
Oh yes, everyone's going to believe that that's for a friend now.
Yeah, I see an animal cruelty case in your future. But
no, you look the evidence.
So we won't give Tusk a horse. We'll give him a hobbly horse. I did agree to give Tusk a hobbly horse.
Yeah, she's going to hobble a horse so it can't run away.
Aye, shocking, man. She's supposed to be an animal lover and all that as well. She's going to hobble horses. Shocking.
Sorry, Mike call for $5.
$5.
Thank you and hello. It's good to see you, because Mike doesn't always get a chance to see our live streams and just chill with us. So it's nice to see Mike.
Cockatoo.
Audrey says it's weird here because weed is illegal in Wisconsin but legal in neighboring Illinois.
Yeah, the laws across state lines are just crazy. I know, like for me, I can talk about CBD products, but I can't distribute, and I can't give dosing instructions, but I'm allowed to talk about it because it falls under my First Amendment rights. And like,
See, I was
as long as
counting on you to be my dealer when I get over there.
I'm sure I can help you out just fine. I know enough people. But you'll be
See,
you'll be
now-
fine. I'll take care of you.
Well, I've got a question on the back of that, because obviously they're saying it's illegal in Wisconsin, but legal in neighbouring Illinois. Does that mean that all the folks in Wisconsin ask the folks in Illinois just to blow their smoke over the border, like towards it?
Sit on a hill.
There's an uptick in fan sales, so they're just blowing all the
extractors
smoke
all along
over.
the border.
Just out of curiosity, how much of that smoke would you have to blow at a budgie before?
Stop it
Well,
right
we'll
now.
talk. We'll talk off air about that.
Don't you dare. Don't
I
you
know,
dare.
I know exactly how many shotgun shells it takes, but smoke, I'm not.
So Mr. E-Man for 333 Aussie dollars in order to Tourette's. What?
Yeah.
Okay. In order to Tourette's.
Right. How much was it
hate
for?
them. Fuck off.
Oh, so, no, I'm
Yeah,
listening
I
now.
already said it.
Yeah.
I said it once. I am only obliged to say it once.
Well, to be fair, you didn't
Well,
read out
I don't
my
care.
entire super chat last time.
Did I not? Did I not?
No, you missed out a
Aw.
few digits.
See the violin? It's so small. It's playing just for you, Tusk.
Well, how could I see it? You're miles away and in a different country. That's just silly.
Violin.
How many violins would I have to throw at a budgie to
I see a recurring
He's
theme.
determined to kill this budgie. That
Yeah.
is so mean.
Again,
Right,
all questions can be answered offline or
Here's
off
the thing.
stream.
Right. When I was a kid, right, my parents bought a budgie. I don't remember them buying it. I don't think they bought it for me or anything like that. But we come downstairs one day into the kitchen and it was upside down and a milk bottle was flown around to get a drink out. The bottle slipped and got stuck upside down and drowned. Right. Which, I don't remember thinking it was funny, but it didn't upset me because I hated the fucking thing. Right. But my gran had a budgie and it died. They don't last very long. Just a house with like 3 cats, 2 dogs, and she smoked and he smoked. But my uncle Alan, who was physically and mentally handicapped, loved it. And every time it died, they would just buy another one and replace it because they're all of a muchness. And he thought his budgie was like 40 years old.
Oh.
There's a world record budgie. No, they just keep buying you a new one. They just chirrup incessantly.
Did you ruin his fun, Tusk?
Not yet. He's still got the fucking thing from when she died. The one he's got now is about fucking 15 years old, and he still hasn't worked out that it's not the same bloody one that he had when he was 5. He is a dick.
He is a dick.
Well, eventually it's going to become your charge to replace this budgie. You'll be buying the replacement ones.
Right. No, the reason why Tatty is a dick is because he just put in a super chat for 333 saying 333. Fuck you, Tatty. I hate you. It's a fact. It's a fact now. Oh. And yeah, here we go. Etty, I believe you have something to say.
You're doing what now with a fucking budgie?
We're talking about getting it high. And taking it on like a nice day trip to, the morgue.
Mm-hmm. You'll be doing no such thing, or you'll be taking yourself as a fucking zombie.
Clive Wells says, how many banjos does it take a vampire to squash a budgie?
Just one.
No, you leave her alone.
How many budgies does it take to squash a vampire?
Chris is a vet. Chris is a vet, so Clive now is trying to help Tusk figure out a way of how much of something will kill a budgie.
How dare you?
Kick his ass, Eddie. Kick his ass.
I would physically, but I'm not intimidating vocally. Let's face it.
I'm going to kick your ass, don't you dare. Me.
Tusk, you do remember that very, very soon we will all be under the same roof.
I know, and I'm going to spend the entire time pissed out of my mind.
And I spend the entire time trying to take advice from Chris on how to murder Tusk with how much to give a budgie, meaning
Oh, there's a
Tusk.
a question from Tattie-bogle. How many budgies does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2, but it has to be quite a big light bulb and the budgies don't mind getting burned a little.
Fucking hell! And this is what Chris is taking time out of his day for. Chris, dude.
I'm lost. I'm just lost on. Well, I guess I missed where the whole budgie thing started from. I'm kind of late to the game here.
Tusk has it. Well, Etty has a budgie. Tusk doesn't like the budgie.
That's
Gotcha.
not strictly
And
true.
Tusk and Etty are partners.
I fucking
Gotcha.
hate it.
I was going to
hate
say, doesn't like is wrong.
She hates
That's an
you as
understatement.
well.
Yeah, saying Tusk doesn't like the budgie is saying like Paul Pot was a bit naughty. Right?
Oh,
So y'all are planning, I guess, a trip, and you're going to be hanging out together, or?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
invading Sarcastic Barman.
Oh, nice.
We're
going on
invading his pub.
holiday. Yeah.
Oh, I'm very jealous.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
gonna be fun.
Mystique.
Yeah.
How
We
much
booked it
would
months and
take
months
to
and
kill a
months
Tusk?
ago.
Yeah.
All of it. Yeah, we booked it months ago, and it seemed like, just
Hey!
We're going to test
It's
this.
getting real. It's like
We are
good
going to
golly.
test this. We
What?
will test this on holiday. We will test this on holiday.
I
Hello,
cannot-
Mr. Wonderful. Good to see
I
you.
cannot be killed by conventional weapons.
Yeah, it's not really conventional to see how much smoke would kill you.
I don't know. Smoke's quite
cannot.
conventional.
She's a special budgie. You leave her.
Sable Eagle says, budgies are falcons that got stoned and went vegetarian anyway.
Well, we put the budgie cage up at the window so the thing can see out, and just to torment it, So here's what you could have had.
No,
But
it's
about
not.
a week,
She likes
about
her
a week
friends.
ago, I think it was a buzzard or a sparrowhawk attacked it and flew right into the window and knocked itself out.
Oh, Lord.
Why?
So that made me laugh.
You're saying that when you weren't in the room. And
Yeah,
I
no, but it still
defended
made me
the
laugh.
budgie. I ran at it and told it to
Well,
fuck
I
off.
think the double glazing done a better job of defending it than you did. But yeah, okay.
No.
See, I kind of knew. I don't know what Etty was up to earlier, but I kind of knew that one would get her on the stream. Hi,
Yeah.
Etty.
Hi.
Love
I
you.
was
What did
I'm
Mystique
good.
grass me up?
no, I was playing Dead by Daylight with Mr. Wonderful, and Crafty grassed you up actually in a group chat that you're involved in. So sucks to be
You're
you
welcome.
that you didn't notice it.
I'm on. I can barely pay attention. I was having
So
to role play
Tusk
earlier
can't
on
say-
because one of the guests didn't show
No,
up, and I
no.
had to take her place. I think we got away with it. I don't think anybody.
We did
noticed
get away with it, yeah.
was really me. Yeah.
I'm just edit that last bit out, so no one will watch the stream back.
Dulcima would be very jealous.
Hmm.
Although she did turn up,
She,
Dulcima?
She did.
ish. Yes, Dulcima showed up.
No,
and
Dulcima showed
Tusk's,
up for a little bit.
Tusk's impression of Mrs. Colon. And
Yeah,
then
it sounded a
Colon
lot
turned
like
up with
Dulcima.
Colon.
Yeah.
Colon turned up with the missus, so.
Is that because Tusk's a one-trick pony?
Wait, why would... Hang on, whoa. Oh, okay. Gary Wybenga, you've been asked to unblock Bob Nodell's gyroscope. So I'm just passing on the message. There's no need to block anyone here. If anyone gets pissy, you can all fuck off.
I think. Oh, that was quite pissy of you.
Yeah. I'm the only one allowed to be pissy. I'm a bitch. My stream, I'm
Yeah.
allowed to be a bitch.
Tusk's the one with piss on his screen at this point in time.
Yeah, no.
I'm terrible, I am.
I almost
I'll
did a
get-
while ago.
I know where this is going.
No, actually, I was we were on a stream, and I was really, really drunk, and I didn't want to get up to go for a pee, and I thought I'll just pee into the wine bottle of I've just drank from. I finished the wine.
Yeah,
And
right.
as I was doing it, I was a lot more drunk than I thought I was, and I completely lost control of my penis. And I started peeing everywhere, all over the furniture, all over my trousers, all on the floor and everything.
Thanks for that one.
But I was,
we all needed to.
Yeah.
You do realize this is gonna follow you worse than the banjo vampire.
don't care. But I was too drunk. I thought it was
Tusk
hilarious.
hunting.
So I just went and got like a t-shirt
Tusking warrior.
and just stamped
That's
it
what
into
I'm
the
gonna
floor.
call you.
Tusking warrior.
Now that's taking it too far.
Is it
Is it though?
But
Yeah, right?
murderer.
Oh,
fun times.
I've already got banjo vampires following me around and no dragons for the rest of my damn life. So, peeing all
These
down
are things
myself
that
and
you
nothing.
volunteered.
I
And
know,
that's
and
the
I
funny
got
thing.
set up by that fucking rat Cheesemondo. He set
Don't
me
you
up and
think
left me
about
hanging.
Cheesemondo? He's a good person.
He's not. He's a setter-upper.
No, you're a fanny. You didn't have to tell. You went on the show. You chose to go on the show.
Yeah, because I felt like sorry for him.
No, you didn't. Shut up.
Just in case he's
No.
listening, I want to make him feel bad about that.
No,
Let me
no.
see if I can see. I don't know. Oh, there he is. I'm wondering if I send this to him, he might come on.
Shots fired.
Oh, Dora, that's not the story behind the avatar, but yeah, it kind of makes sense now. But yeah, that avatar that predates the P story by about 10 years.
Right, so it wasn't in this house.
Oh
No.
yeah, it was only a few months ago.
No.
No, I mean, yeah. What was it? What was it?
No, I mean, yeah. Turtle Move says hashtag Tusk can't piss.
Can't push. Oh,
Push
fuck.
on you. See how you like that, fuckface.
Can't push. Fucking fantastic.
I just want to leave
round of
this up
applause.
here now.
man. Round of applause. That's fucking. Oh, Jesus. Shocker, really, man.
Thank you,
Alright.
Turtle Moves. That's probably the comment of the evening.
That is total under the bus, man.
Now,
Sorry.
now
No,
Sea-Beagle
total
said
under the
here,
bus.
you're supposed to rest your forehead against the wall above the cistern. Now, Etiel testified to this. A few days ago, I was doing that, but I was wearing a really baggy t-shirt, and
Oh,
it
for
kind of
fuck.
overlapped the stream, and I got pee all over it, and it went splashed everywhere, and it went all over my legs and everything.
And I was just chilling, brushing my teeth, witnessing this.
I had my t-shirt and my teeth to hold it up out of the way, but it fell out and landed in stream while I was in full flow, and it just went everywhere.
Are you just...
See,
Why
gravity.
would you tell someone that?
Because it's funny. I don't care.
It is funny. It's funny as fuck.
You always need 2 points of contact when you're that drunk. Either your
I
head in
wasn't,
his
I
hand.
wasn't drunk. I wasn't
Rarity,
even
get your
drunk.
ass in here. Get your ass in here. There's
Oh, no.
secular rarity. There is I promise I'll hang out with you all next week. Well, there is a link in your mail if you want to come in, your emails if you want to come in. Because yeah, he's been making fun of you all week with the
Who?
what do you call it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
sorry,
don't
for
know
the
what you're
gravy.
talking about.
Sexton Rabbit.
Oh,
By the way,
Sexton Rabbit. Oh, that was a
can
good
I
one.
just
That was
jump
a good one.
in and
septuagenarian
say
fairy.
I agree with Sable-Eagle about Tusk's new rule.
Tusk is only allowed to drink on the beach and naked.
Suits me
Yeah.
just fine.
Off you go.
And in minus 15.
Off
I'm
you
adding
go.
that one.
Well, somebody get me drunk and give me. It was a beach. Actually, we're quite close to a beach. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, there was something like testicular something. or other.
Testicular gravy.
Testicular
Gravy.
gravy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seminiferous gravity. I don't
Hey,
know.
voodoo.
It's
You
his own-
had some choice ones. You had some good ones.
Well, it was his own fault for choosing such a silly name.
And we've barely scratched the surface with the whole My Little Pony jokes because you know they're coming, Rarity. You know they're coming.
What about My Little Pony?
Isn't Rarity or something one of the My Little Ponies?
Oh, and I thought you were going to say Spectacular Hairpiece was a brony. That'd have been brilliant.
Yeah, I thought this whole story was going somewhere else too. I
Yeah.
thought of bronies myself.
No,
You
he's a
didn't
My
say
Little
you're
Pony.
a brony?
I
don't even know what a fucking brony is.
Rarity. I think Rarity is one of the My Little Pony thingies. Yes, Rarity is. Haha.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna let that go from now on. Like,
Awesome. So this is Ratatouille as a brony. Everybody pile on him and leave me alone.
And he's,
No.
he's coming on next
At
week
least
to
he
defend
gets a
himself.
horse.
he's gonna come on next week. And we're just gonna rip the piss out of him.
Don't say
Mark
piss.
2. So what? Because you can't.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
I
just gonna
can.
put this back
I'm
up.
just-
I'm just gonna put this back up.
See, I can piss. That's not the issue. The issue is like hitting
You
the
can't
target.
aim.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hashtag
secular Rarity apparently was in Puck's stream today, crying.
Oh.
Not literally crying, but like
Oh.
saying that he was. That would have been funny. But no, it's just saying that we were we challenged him with all these weird things and stuff and made fun of his name. But I mean, secular Rarity. You when you come to the European side of things, secular Rarity, this is what you're gonna get.
Although I have to say, in Secular Rarity's defence, he was correct in saying that pirates are better than ninjas.
He was not pushed on it either way, I think. But no, they are really,
No,
really
but
not.
he instinctively
Pirate stuff.
fell for pirates, so yep. And it
Did he
wasn't
really
because
say
of
that?
his-
I don't know. I think it's
he
because
didn't.
someone said
He
pirates
didn't say
first before.
No. He didn't specifically say it's because it was the question was phrased pirates first. No, he specifically
think
didn't
he
say
did.
that. No,
I think he
not
did.
at all. Not at all. Not at
I
all.
think
Don't lie.
he did.
CGI.
CGI.
Yeah, flat pirate.
Secular. Rarity, you're going to learn, okay? You're going to learn very, very quickly. If it's a choice between pissing off me and pissing off Tatty,
Or
Tatty
pissing
is
on
the
your
easier
t-shirt.
one to piss off.
And Kiwa's the
Tatty
more
is the
fun
better
one.
option. Tatty is the better option
No,
because
not
if you
better.
want-
Just safer. Just
ninjas
safer.
are awesome. Ninjas are awesome.
And if you
Ninjas
want
are-
somebody to piss on
Turtle
themselves,
moves
there's
nails.
Tusk over there.
And the turtle move nailed it. Pirates are best because they are. Yes.
That's a joke, dude. Learn to take a joke. Boom.
Well, look at it this way, right? They stopped making ninja movies in the 80s because they were shit.
No, they
Right.
just adapted them.
And they started making pirate movies. And
What do you think fucking Bond is? What do you think spies are? They're the modern form of ninjas.
Ninjas, don't be silly.
They're the modern form of ninja.
No, they're not.
Did you
Spies.
never see Moonraker? Bond fought against the bloody ninjas.
Yeah.
You're tripping, missus. You're
No, I've
tripping.
never seen Bond. Do you know why? Because Bond sucks.
How do you know if you never seen it? But
Because it sucks.
well,
why I've never
they made pirate movies in the 80s, like really terrible ones like Bluebeard and things. And then they started a game with Johnny Depp and the pirates ones, and they were all shit. You can't make a good
Fucking-
movie with like crap subject matter.
Voodoo says the problem is if you make you angry, we get a 45-minute rant about the topic. That is true. I can rant. I am a very good ranter. Okay, if you want to see a good debate between when I say good debate, I mean I was good. A good debate on pirates and
Yeah,
ninjas.
that wasn't a debate. That just showed up and went, pirates are better. And
And
that
won?
was it.
And yeah.
And
And
they
I
still
actually
won.
came prepared. And yeah, but that's
And they
because
still won.
Yeah.
No, the people in the chat liked pirates. It's not that he was the better debater.
No, it's
It's
no,
okay to be wrong.
no, because debates aren't won and lost by popular consensus. That's nonsense.
No, but I did the debate.
And
Properly.
since when did we win at debates? I thought that was rule one.
I don't care.
So-
Yeah,
So,
Of your own
Christopher-
rules.
it was a
Christopher,
good
what
debate.
Would, what would
though.
make
It was
a
a good debate.
what animal would make a better ninja, and what animal would make a better pirate?
Any cat would make a good ninja.
Yeah, I would agree. Either any cat
And
or
any bull would make a good pirate because that's all they
No,
fucking
see,
are.
what would happen? A cat, right, would get within about 3 feet of its target and then suddenly lose interest and start licking its own
Yeah.
arse.
Bullshit. A cat is a prime fucking hunter. I'm not talking about a house cat. There's many different types of cats. Tusk.
That's a good point to Turtle Moves. Even Peter Sellers can beat a ninja. That's how shit ninjas are.
Only when the script says so. Peter Sellers can't be a ninja if the script doesn't say so. Just
You
saying.
don't know that.
When he's got a bim.
Just saying.
Not now, Kato. You don't know that.
I do. I do know that.
Hi, Nimrod.
Yes, this is true. This is true. I'll give you that. But you see, here's the thing, Sable. Sable. A puma is a type of cat. Some of the best hunters around. They are trained hunters.
Yeah,
They
but
are
can it
instinctual
pick
hunters.
a lock?
Yes, depending on the
Hmm.
luck.
See,
Depending on the
tend not
choice.
to have, animals tend not to have lateral thinking skills, and they're not very good at problem solving. You put a puma in front of a locked door, and it's just going to sit there forever.
Depends on what the motivation is.
It doesn't matter.
But
It's
I
never
will,
going to make the connection between the lock and the other side of the door ever.
I can counterpoint that with horses. Horses are very good
Very
at
good.
getting themselves untied and getting out of their stalls.
Oh yeah,
You can put a
I had
they can
I had
learn
one
by
goat.
watching how to untie and how to like
exactly
flip a
yeah.
lock. But
They'll learn to just untie a knot. I've seen it happen right in front of me.
Yeah, I had a goat who learned how to. I don't know how she learned it, but she learned how to open the door to the pens, and she taught everyone how to open the doors to the pens. Little bitch. I don't know how she learned it because nobody in the herd knew how to do it, and then she learned, and then it was a nightmare. It was a fucking nightmare.
And then I've had a few dogs that were patients that I walked out of the room, and a couple minutes later they're right next to me because they figured out how to pop the door open and push the door open and follow right behind me. So I have to counterpoint.
Oh yeah, okay. So some animals with a modicum of intelligence can can learn. They have a few learned behaviors, but that doesn't mean a puma can pick a lock.
Yeah, that picking a complex block, might be a bit of a
millions of
challenge.
years of evolution away from that.
We're missing a vital point, though, man. If we're going to pick a lock, what choice are we talking that they've got to pick from? Is it 2 or 3 or?
I would go with a Yale for just simple, but I'm not a horse, so I can't speak for horses.
Yeah.
I can speak like a horse.
No way.
Which just brings to me like an interesting experiment. If we had a horse, let's say a raccoon that's very dexterous, and a raven, all with the most simple of locks, who do you all think would be able to pick that lock?
The raven every time.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%.
Definitely.
Every time.
So apparently cows can unlock stanchions with their ears.
That sounds like the
It's one of the-
punchline to like a really complicated joke that isn't very funny.
That
we're going to need proof of
sounds
that,
like
Gary.
surf logic. I don't know.
Actually,
I've
here's what
never
I
seen
think.
them do it.
I think Gary went into a field, right, and saw that the gate was unlocked and went, cows have ears, therefore it must have unlocked it with its ear.
No. Chris, Chris,
Yes.
there is a very, very important question from the Holy Spackle.
Okay.
How is a raven
Indeed.
like a writing desk?
Intrigued.
Oh,
How's a raven like a writing desk?
that's
Yeah.
the Mad Hatter's question.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not clever
You
enough
need
for
to
that.
settle. You need to settle this. Come on now.
Wait,
I certainly know it shall be answered for nevermore.
I'm simply
Answer
not
now or
clever.
forever. Answer now or
What?
forever hold my pee-pee.
What's remarkable is that people don't realize how intelligent and clever cows are.
Yes.
Because I was watching a thing on cattle and how the matriarch will always stay back with the herd while the herd eats, and she'll stay back with the young, with the calves. And when she's
Absolutely.
ready to move, she'll let out a particular moo, because they have about 15 moos, I think, or 14 different types of moos.
Yeah,
Could
it's
be more.
about like between 15 and 20,
15,
depending on the
okay.
study. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way you move.
And she won't move until every one of her herd is back.
Yeah.
They won't move off until, so they know who's in the herd. That she can count. She knows who's actually in the herd.
Yeah, there's recognition. I think people don't. I think most folks fail to realize, and it's no one's fault, exactly how intelligent and emotional, especially like herd animals are. So another great example is you can't have a field just of stallions and geldings, because they won't sleep.
Yeah.
You have to have a mare in the field because the mares are the sentinels in in horse herds. So
It's the same. It's the same with goats.
yeah, I actually, when I was in California, I went to a farm where they thought multiple of the geldings and stallions had some sort of neurologic disease, and they had done all these, spinal fluid tests to make sure they didn't have like EPM or anything like that. And I went out there just as a second opinion, and I'm like, "Where's your mares?" And they're like, "Oh, they're 3 fields over." I said, "Well, tonight, put one in and see what happens." And within probably 3 or 4 days of them doing that, what they thought were the neurologic signs, because the horses kept on dropping their heads and then jerking their heads back up. They were basically dozing off in the field, but waking themselves up as they didn't feel comfortable to sleep. Once we put the mare in the field, it all stopped because they were actually sleeping. So
Yeah, I mean, so Audrey says the matriarch is always the first in the milking parlor. She'll push her way to the front of the line. She won't just push, Audrey. She will beat the shit out of, well, for goats anyway, she will beat the shit out of anyone that's in her way. I've had it done. Every matriarch I've ever had, in terms of the goats, they were always at the front of the line. You didn't. There was only one. I'll give you an example of. So I always make the point, you know this, Chris, that there's the matriarch and there's the herdess for me. So the matriarch is the one that's in charge. She's the one that'll lead the herd. She's the one that brings them out, brings them back, protects them, informs them. And then there's the herdess, who's the oldest member of the herd. And the herdess and the matriarch will always work in tandem, mainly because half the time the herdess has been a matriarch at some point. So I had, in my herd, I had a goat called Mint. And Mint was a month off 23 when she died. And she was always at the front because she was the oldest. Nobody, bar nobody, would ever move her out of the way. Would he ever even try, because they had so much respect for her. So Anis, who was our herd leader, was right behind Mint. But not once did she ever try to steal Mint's food, because she was the herd leader. Not once did she ever attack Mint. Not once did she ever disagree with Mint. What would happen is when they actually got older, when Mint got too old and two of the other goats were old as well. Mint would separate herself from the herd with Annis before they actually, when they left the milking parlour, but before they went out to the field. And they'd be having this conversation. There would be no bleats, but ear waggling and, head movements. And he'll be back. And what would happen is on the days that they had this little conversation between the two, the three old ladies would stay back close. Oh, here he is back.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're okay. But what would happen is on the days that they would separate themselves off, the three old ladies would stay close to the goat house. And on the days that they didn't have this conversation, the three old ladies would actually keep up with the herd. They'd be staying with the herd.
Mhm.
And it was remarkable to see just how intelligent. There was never any bleating. It was like they were dead silent, but separate from the herd. But the ears were going, and they were having a conversation.
Absolutely. There's just subtle cues that they give one another. It's an unspoken language that they all have. Yeah.
Yes. And is that one of the reasons why you got into veterinary instead of, human medicine? Is because I've spoken to Noel Fitzpatrick, for example, and he has said like one of the reasons why he loves being with animals is obviously he loves animals, but the other thing is that you learn more medicine by working with animals, because an animal can't tell you what's wrong, so you learn diagnoses. An animal can't tell you how to fix it, so you learn better at medicine.
Yeah. I would say, like, I have a very complex and analytical mind, and I get bored very easily, and I constantly need problems to solve. So for me, I feel bad for your audience because I'm basically like a two-trick pony. Like, if I can talk to you about veterinary medicine and martial arts, that's about all I got to offer here. But I will tell you, for me, everybody get your pillows ready, but I will break into story about how I got into veterinary medicine and why. For me, I grew up in a household full of animals. My brother passed away when I was very young, so it was just me and all of these animals. My mother was, just wasn't allowed to have pets growing up, and just when she was out on her own, just was absolutely just wanted every stray cat and every stray dog she could possibly find. My father's parents bred dachshunds, and so he always grew up around dogs. So for me, I've known nothing but growing up around animals. And when I was about 7 or 8, I volunteered my parents into doing wildlife rehabilitation work, just because I loved animals so much, and I volunteered them it was some school event, and so we wound up taking in all manner of wildlife, and I took to it. I wasn't the most outgoing of children. I was pretty quiet, and I was pretty reserved. And for me, my social interaction was always with my pets. And then when we started doing wildlife work, I was 8 years old, waking up at 2:00 in the morning, 4:00 in the morning, doing like feedings for squirrels and raccoons. And for me, I feel like I don't know anything else. And then I had originally thought that I was never going to make it into veterinary school. So I had done a biology degree and started working on a master's degree, and I thought I was going to be the next Marty Stoufert. And for folks who don't know who that is, he's basically a wildlife documentarian. So I minored in film, thinking, well, I'm just not going to make it into vet school. And for me,
you fucking aced it.
Yeah, well, and for me, even the vet school choice that I made, the vet school I went to was specifically because it was all evidence-based and case-based medicine. So they weren't standing up in front of us and lecturing and just spoon-feeding us medicine. We had to basically teach ourselves. And that appealed to me because I was alone most of my childhood, so I had to figure out how to take care of myself, take care of these animals, because my mother worked constantly. My father left when I was pretty young. And so I was constantly in this world of trying to figure things out on my own. And medicine, veterinary medicine is just that. I mean, you have your colleagues to bounce ideas off of, but yeah, my patients can't tell me what's wrong.
Mhm.
And I have this love and this passion for animals, but honestly, I fell into Eastern medicine because I was starting to get a little bit bored with Western medicine, because Western medicine is to some extent can be very, cookie cutter. And then you get into Eastern medicine and then try to integrate the two. And that's a whole new puzzle box for you to kind of, work with and play with. So that for me, it's love of animals and the challenge. Every day is different.
Well, two things.
Yeah.
Gary, the link is in your. If Gary Wybenga is brave enough to come in, and I hope he is, and we'll have a little chat and we'll have a bit of crack. He can come in. You have the link in your emails, so do try. Please do try. Click on the actual link, and hopefully it'll let you in. I don't know. But speaking of different, Hugh wants to know, what do you know about corgis, and what can you tell him about corgis that you wouldn't already know as a corgi keeper?
What can I tell them about corgis?
Yep.
Well, they're lovable assholes as far as their behavior goes. They're as adorable as can be. I mean, as far as like health concerns with them, I think the things that I run into most commonly are spinal issues. And that's primarily what I've run into, is a lot of back issues with these guys. Do run into some issues with heart disease and some endocrine diseases like hypothyroidism and diabetes, but I would say 90% of the corgis that I see and I run into and I've worked with, it's just all been back issues and some behavioral issues too.
Yes, they're ankle biters. Hugh says, "I am the corgi master."
Oh,
Hugh,
well,
if you want to come in, Hugh, there is a link in your Discord. If you do want to come in, but he was on your show, wasn't he, Eddie?
Yeah, we were talking about corgis.
You were giggling most of the time. It was great.
I was giggling because, cute corgi pictures. Who's not gonna like that?
And videos. He had some
Yeah,
videos
and
too.
videos of his own corgis.
well, I hope he comes in because I have an odd feeling that I'm lacking in my corgi knowledge, and maybe
Well,
I get a little education.
He is Australian, and that place doesn't actually exist, apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you do want to come in, Hugh, it's in your Discord. By all means, come in. And Nimrod for 20 secs says, "It's time to send some sex to my favorite YouTuber."
Oh,
Thank you very much, Nimrod. I really, really appreciate it, and I will have to have a chat with you later. Nothing bad, by the way. Nothing bad. But
no, sorry, that laugh was for plot holes. Plot holes, we comment.
Why, what did he
I
do?
know. That's why I gasped. I can't believe it.
Someone get Eddie a panda.
No,
Panda.
no pandas.
Why no pandas? Pandas are awesome.
Are they though?
Yes, they're evil. It's great.
How if you have to make a species watch panda porn, watch porn to have sex, you kind of just leave them to it. Just kind of go, you know what?
In fairness,
You do
if
your own thing.
if there was a god, explain the panda. Enough said.
Yeah.
There's a lot of design flaws with the pandas. They're not the greatest of pandas and koala. I feel probably very controversial, but there are a lot of design flaws there.
Alright,
Yeah.
koalas, should we still have chlamydia?
If you look
Yeah,
at
every single one of them have it. You can't get away from it. If
I have to say,
they're-
I have to say, best thing that ever happened in terms of in terms of the koalas is and chlamydia is the John Oliver Award.
Yes.
In,
Yes.
in Sydney
Yeah.
Zoo, they decided to name the Koala Chlamydia Award after John Oliver. It's
I
yeah.
remember that.
Do you remember the
I
story?
couldn't remember
Do you
for a
remember the story
second.
behind it? As to why he did that?
I can't. I genuinely.
It's because Russell Crowe was auctioning off a lot of movie
Oh,
memorabilia,
yeah,
and
yeah.
his show bought the jockstrap from Gladiator,
Jockstrap.
and they donated the money to the Sydney Hospital, and under the condition that they named it the John Oliver Chlamydia Clinic for Koalas.
Thank you,
which was
second
just
best Bob.
classic.
666. 666. Second Bob, best Bob sends love hearts.
Oh, see if you sent that. See if you sent that twice, but came to the same amount. How much would that be each?
Fuck off. Fuck off. You can't see me right now, but I'm using my Poke Mahone. I'm using my Poke Mahone fucking sticker right now.
Yeah, you know what? Psychically, I can feel that coming across the airwaves there. You know that way.
Good.
I thought there was a
Good.
tingle in the force.
So much so I've just had to put some Pokemons back myself.
Yeah. So anyone with seriously, plot hole, fuck off. Fuck off. Anyone with membership, just flip off Tatty for me. Just flip him off.
So
Yeah.
while we're flipping off Patty, since we were just talking about chlamydia in koalas, I was
Not that there's any
Perfect segue
correlation in any way, shape, or form. I just hasten
Yeah.
to point out.
but
I've not met
something
all the koalas yet.
interesting that I learned when I when I was in undergrad, I did an internship at the Central Park Zoo, and
Ooh.
I don't know how many people know this, but I don't know if you've ever watched any zoo shows, or even if you go to the zoo yourself, you see that the keepers are all in like these hazmat 28 days later kind of
No, in
pulling.
fairness, I've never seen that, but continue.
So they're in these full
Jesus.
biohazard gear because baboons, especially, if I remember correctly, they carry a form of herpes that will kill you, and that herpes is weaponized in their feces when they launch it at you.
Epic.
Weaponized herpes. Fantastic.
Weaponized herpes. I guarantee
just
no one
happened.
in this stream ever thought they would hear the term weaponized herpes. You're all very welcome.
Thank you, Chris. It's almost as.
Fantastic.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Yeah, death herpes. Wow, I'm scared now. Yeah. So that just happened.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Koala
my stream, folks.
Koala
it.
chlamydia and weaponized herpes.
Wow.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of when I first started having streams and fucking PhD Tony was on. And he decided to out of nowhere say, just don't ever look up the inside of a penguin's mouth. Don't ever Google it.
No.
Oh yeah, that's frightening. Yeah.
And Blue Marble Science is sitting on the call. So of course you tell Blue not to do something, he goes and does it. And he's like, oh my God, I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks. And he actually did have a nightmare about it.
Yeah, that's what I imagine. If there was a hell and there was a tunnel to hell, that's what it would look like.
Secular Rarity wants some serious punishment, doesn't he? He's really going out of his way to get some punishment.
Yes. Oh, I love that guy.
Can my lovely members flip off Secular Rarity for me in the chat?
You know what? He's getting a tatty whore for that because I love that.
Tell you what. For 333, he says, "I love this channel."
Is it
I
for
don't.
the
I don't understand why people are so obsessed with how I say it. I don't know. Holy Spackle says, "I'm still I'm still stuck on weaponized herpes."
Well, don't worry. You can get cream.
Oh god damn it, E-Man. For 333 Aussie dollars, he says, because we are all trying to trigger the Tourette's. What? Fuck you all. There you go. There's your Tourette's. Go fuck yourselves. No, I'm joking. Christ almighty. Why? Why people?
An owl without feathers.
What was that?
Owl without feathers.
And oh no, do you know what's weird? Is a baby owl.
Oh,
When
why
it's
is
like
it really cute?
no, when it's halfway in between like owlet and owl, and it just has that like freaky alien look.
Yeah, they're not that attractive.
They're fucking weird.
Cute.
Yeah, they're not.
They're
They're not
weird.
the prettiest things. Yeah.
Oh, they are cute. Why is that weird?
Have you ever
Shitty.
seen a baby fucking owl? Like
That's what I've
in
just Googled.
around like a week in around a week old, where they have these big horrible gray and brown feathers.
Yeah, if you look up like barn owls or screech owls that are like just
Right.
fledglings, yeah,
It's creepy.
they do look otherworldly.
They
With
look
their
like
little
aliens.
like heart face and no feathers. I think they're kind of cute in a like creepy way. Like, oh, like ET
The-
cute, you know?
The Holy Spackle says, and owl eyes are kind of shaped like ice cream cones on the inside. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
owl eyes.
Hmm.
Owl eyes are cool. Not as cool as goats, though.
No.
I had a guy come. What you were saying earlier, Chris, about horses and goats sleeping in the field, that they
Mhm.
can't do so. Well, goats especially, because they're such herd animals. I'm going to fucking murder you, Tatty. Because they're such. I'll get to it in a minute. Because they're such herd animals, they like I'll be sitting. I was sitting in the fields with them, and like the kids would be sleeping because their mothers would be beside them, and because the matriarch was there watching over them.
Mhm.
And I got a photo of one of them fast asleep. And there was a photographer friend of mine who was like, I wish I could get a photo like that. Because goats, as soon as you move at all, their eyes are open again.
Mhm.
They're
Yep.
so untrustworthy. But once you're a member of their herd, and fuck you both. You pricks. You prick. He says that's 333 times you've told us this isn't funny. And it's not. And it's not. Tusk for £3.33 says 3 is the magic number. I hate you all. Busy Crackpipe is in the chat. There's goats and cocaine. Well, we were talking about marijuana earlier. That's how we started.
Yes.
But if you want a goat,
My favorite thing about working at the Central Park or interning at the Central Park Zoo, that was startling. We had a small herd of African pygmy goats, and as an intern, part of my job, besides like mucking and doing all of that, was to stand around, and this is how old I am, handing out change so people could basically, do the little coin op and get some feed and throw it into feed the goats at the children's zoo part of things. I hated that because I felt I will admit at that point in my life, I felt I was too good for that. So I would, whenever I was told to go out and give change, I would hop the gate and in the winter, hop the gate and go into their enclosure and they would all be in their shed with the heated lamps. And I think after being there for a few months, they actually would let me into the shed, and I would just sit in there, and they would all kind of like pile around me, and the kids would be on me, and I would just hide with the African pygmy goats when I was supposed to be out there giving out change. And it was the highlight of my internship, was just hanging out with the goats.
Yes, yes. I'll come back to that in a minute, and after I break Secular Rarity's neck. Chris, do you want to read that one out?
Wait, hold on. Time for me to egress. Much love, y'all.
Oh, beautiful. That was
Secular Rarity
poetry.
for 333, because I know that's how people like me saying it. Okay. Yous are weirdos. I love you guys. No. I hate the word egress. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Right. Time for Secular Rarity to egress. I hate you all. That's basically what he's saying.
Oh my god.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, what a guy. Brilliant, mate.
I'm
Brilliant.
gonna be left with mental scars over the word egress. Like it's just it's like nails on a chalkboard now.
I mean, that is like a $10 word though, so I'm mildly impressed in that
Do you know?
regard.
Do you know what?
Oh, no, it's just
Holy
that
Holy
stream, man.
Spackle. While I'd ordinarily agree with you,
Oh, no.
and I'm not going to say that word because it's
Okay.
It's a lovely
this
word.
is worse. That word for me is worse than what you put, because no, just no. No, I'm not going to rant. Not
Red
yet.
button syndrome.
What?
Red button syndrome.
What is red button syndrome?
The fact that you don't like the word moist.
It just sounds wrong to the ear.
Just want to push the red
Does
button.
it sound any better than damp?
Damp, I don't mind.
Moist has so many connotations to it. But
And none of them good. None
Yeah.
of them good. What should be a
You
good
love a
word
moist
is
cake,
just-
man. Gotta love a moist cake.
Do you want to know what I imagine when I hear the word moist?
No.
No.
Well, I am telling you anyway.
Pretty sure the kids know.
I imagine a creepy old man just kind of rubbing his thighs at home alone going moist. Like, that's
Yes,
the image in
yes.
my brain.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's what I needed to hear.
And
I think the conditions for growing mushrooms. So probably the same thing.
Yeah, that's how you get mushrooms.
Clive has a great word. Clive has a great word. Flange. I like
I
that
love
word.
that word.
Flange is a good
great
word.
I used to know a guy, right? He was
God.
he worked in a machine shop, and his official title was a right-handed upper hinge flange bracket maker's apprentice. Because that's where he started. He started making flange brackets for locks. And
Fantastic.
yeah, he was apprentice to the guy that made them. So that's what he's a flange bracket maker's apprentice.
Nimrod, none of us needed that image.
Clive wears
He's moist
flange.
flange.
See, and now I know I'm just going to start giggling anytime I have to put in my medical records moist dermatitis. Well, you just ruined it for me now.
You're welcome.
I just think of Clive Wells every time now.
Well, do you want to know as well? Like, when I was younger, I because obviously you're not allowed to swear. I used to say flangina because that was as closest to swearing as I could get.
Yeah, see, here we use flange as a different word for vagina. Like,
See, I didn't know that. I just thought it sounded cool.
Is it not just a
Flangina.
collapse? Is it not just a collapsed sponge? No, it's a kind of flan, no, a sponge, no, it's a flange.
Holy Spackle is evil. These truffles are sure moist. Ew.
I had moist truffles yesterday.
I did not need to know that. What
Oh,
you
is that
do,
ju-
what you
No,
do
just
in the
after you came out the
privacy of
bath,
your
aye?
own kitchen.
No, I was in my waders for a couple of hours, and I
I
definitely
still
had
don't need
moist
to know
truffles
this.
when I
I
came out.
still, I
After that.
really, I really don't need to hear this.
And
And he
were
was
they-
thinking of fish.
Oh, I nearly poached my eggs. Oof.
Ew. Ew.
Oh, here's
Ew.
Sea Beagles just said something that this plant requires moist, well-drained soil. This is something that really bothers me. You get into a garden centre and there's a big sacks that say multi-purpose compost. No, it has one fucking purpose. It's compost. It's for growing fucking plants. It doesn't have multi-purposes. No. Oh, my zips
is
broke.
it-
Oh, hand me the compost. I'll fix that. No problem. You know,
Is
just
it as
fuck.
bad? Is it as bad as pre-ordering something?
Don't even fucking start that, right?
Uh-oh.
How can you pre-order something? You fucking order it.
But no, but surely you'd have to
Don't do
prepay
it.
for it before you
Don't-
pre-ordered it.
Mate, I swear I'll fucking hunt you down. Right?
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. The button was there. It was flashing. I couldn't help.
Had to.
How can you pre-order something? You simply order it. It may be out of stock or not yet. You know, it's a future thing, but you can't pre-order. You order pre-stock.
We have a ninja hat. We have a ninja hat. I love that name. Fucking love that name. Thank you for coming into my chat. Whoever Ninja Hat is, you are a legend.
Could be worse. It could be a pirate hat.
So, yeah, I wanted to bring up something really quickly because it made me laugh. Apparently, I have a fanboy.
You do?
Well,
Yeah,
how's you?
apparently I have a fanboy.
I tried
You
to
mean
keep it
besides
quiet.
besides me, Keela?
Oh no! This fanboy is unique.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Triple D. What a guy.
Tusk knows. So, I come
Yeah,
in from
big
work.
tip.
I come in from work and I'm all like, yeah, and everything is fine, and I'm just chilling, and all of a sudden I get a notification from YouTube saying someone has commented on one of my previous streams, basically trying to insult me and using talking points that only one individual has ever used. And they left like 2 different comments on the same stream. One is a response and one is just a standalone comment. Now, right. What possesses someone? If you hate someone, right? That's fine. If you really love them that much. If you love someone.
He
Yeah.
despises you.
Apparently this person who has never met me has never despised anyone more than they do me.
My.
I know.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
so loved. I'm so loved.
That's a lot.
Well,
And
you
they
know,
went and they felt so impassioned to tell me this on a stream from 8 months ago.
You know what? I think that's fan behavior.
I know. I have a fanboy.
I would
No.
I would say that there is a very fine line between extreme hatred and extreme love. You can jump
Oh,
that. You
definitely
can
love.
jump that very quickly. You can those passions can switch.
So to this person, I took a wrench off everyone. I was doing a channel cleanup of another channel, and I took wrenches off everybody except for who was on the panel. And this person was just one of the people. And they messaged me saying that they wanted to have their wrench and they were willing to put in the work and whatever, and that was fine. But I didn't see the message. And so if someone doesn't get back to you, Chris, Tusk, Tatty, Eddie, what do you do under that circumstance? Do you
Hunt them down and
message
skin
them?
them.
Hang on. Message them and say, hey, any update on this? 2, hunt them down like Tusk would. Or 3, throw an absolute fucking hissy fit, go full Karen bitch fit in a Discord and storm off and rage quit. Twice, folks, twice.
Throw a bitch
Well,
fit.
can I add a number 4 to that?
Oh, please do.
Completely forget and remember 3 months later that they never got back to me.
Oh, and
Oh.
then
Yeah.
throw the bitch fit, and then
Yeah,
throw the bitch
yeah.
fit, which is what happened.
Yeah. The thing is, right, on the channel
Oh.
where the wrenches were taken away, we were warned saying we're going to clean up. There's too many moderators.
There was over
every- you
200.
know. So I lost my wrench. I thought, okay, fair enough. That's the way of it. You know, I couldn't have cared less, frankly. But this one person took it personally, like really, like give me my damn wrench back, sort of thing. Like, no, because you're not on the channel. You know, you're not performing mod duties. You're not getting one just because you're here.
The truth
and this
is,
is
everyone get
something-
demodded. Everyone
Yeah.
get
Everyone
demodded.
get
I worked on the fucking channel, and I get demodded, and I get remodded
That was-
because I worked on the channel.
Yeah.
Every cunt get demodded. But
Well,
try telling that to folks.
Yeah. So there was several updates before I actually did it. And this brings me to the whole point of wrenches and status within the communities that we're a part of. For me, I take moderation quite seriously. Now, I'm just a tiny channel. I'm not that important, but I still have people coming in and sometimes trying to fuck up my streams. In which case, I would like to know that there are a few people that I absolutely trust that will swiftly and quickly stop any bullshit that happens in my chat. That is why I only have a certain amount of people as moderators, as blue. But what seems to be happening, and I want to get your opinion on this, all of you, is that it seems to be going the way that having a wrench, being blue on a channel, is like a status symbol, like a symbol of acceptance. Now, if you're in my chat, I appreciate every single person in my chat, whether you're on the stream, whether you're not on the stream, whether you're here once or whether you're here every fucking time. I do appreciate the fact that you're giving up your time and spending it with a crazy fucking Irish bitch, right? But I don't see having a wrench as a symbol to look cool. That's not what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I tend to agree because like I'm a mod for Creaky.
Yeah.
Not that I do a great job of it. I'm good
I'm
occasionally.
overworked
I
in that
catch.
fucking chat, man. I'm overworked in that chat.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I guess I need to help. I need to help out more. I'm not doing a good job if you're feeling overworked, but
Not just
you
you,
know-
to be fair, mate. Not just you, to be fair.
Well, no, it's not. It's not. I want to raise it because, like, the other week, Creaky got
like
attacked.
hate rated.
The
Yeah.
hate raids came into
Yeah.
Creaky's chat, and that was
See?
awful for him. So I
Yeah.
want to make sure that my mods know what to do in that situation, and it's easier to do that when you only have a small group that's kind of dedicated, that's there pretty much all the time, and that can react, and that you can communicate with on a very regular basis, on a quick basis, to actually update them and say, look, I mean, when we went live, Tatty, I had a meeting with all the mods before any show to say, okay, here's what to watch out for, here's what to do if something goes down. I had a system. For my mods, if you're going to time someone out, first you have to give a warning for them to stop the behavior. And then second, you have to have a screenshot, and you have to provide me with a screenshot as to why someone was timed out.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure that anyone comes into my chat, regardless of who they are, the only people that will get timed out are hate raids or hate speech. Or if someone's just being a fucking cunt in my chat, you don't get a voice here, lads. This is my chat. This is my chat. We keep it cool.
I've only timed out one person on your channel. It was Tim. What's his name?
Osman?
Yeah, but he kept calling me a cunt and a tyrant for telling him to stop swearing.
Yeah,
So,
I
okay,
remember
bye
that.
then, off you go.
I knew I was
Yeah,
gonna.
so-
Okay, Busy's crackpipe says, "Can I get a wrench? I promise to be a dictator and flaunt my power over wrenchless peasants."
That's the spirit. I'll tell you what. Tell you
Yeah,
what.
that's exactly the right combination of words that will
That's
get you.
that's the material right there.
I like this. I like this. But you know what I mean? It's one of those things that's in our community, in the debunk community, in the atheist community, in a lot of them.
A reasonable talk community.
We will talk, Holy Spackle. We will talk. But you know,
they've given them.
it's
a little
it's
banner.
seen as a status symbol instead of a tool for mediation in the chat to keep it going and to keep it flowing for everyone and keep it friendly. Depending on none of that now. None of that. Gowdens, be nice, please. You know, it's just one of those things that it frustrates me when people try to super chat at a creator and like click their fingers saying, "Give me a wrench, give me a wrench." Well, why do you want it? That's always my question. Why do you want a wrench? What purpose does it serve? Especially for someone like me, or even Team doesn't do you know, the slow mode that often. So what is the benefit of actually having a wrench other than feeling like you're special? But you
And
are
being allowed to
special,
swear.
the fact that but you are special, the fact that you are in the chat.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need anything else.
And I agree with you. I think, you know, like I speak to you, I speak to Creaky, and I don't see having, you know, the wrench as any level of status. For me, like with Creaky, it's
a job.
Yeah, it's a job, and we communicate outside in the real world with one another, and it's almost, you know, we're pals. So I'm doing something for my pal. You know, it's not, oh, you know, look at me, I'm, you know, I have this, you know, I'm wielding this power. For me, it's a job, and just like anything I would do for another friend. You know, I'm there because I support you, not only as a Patreon, not only as, you know, all of this, but I'm there because we're friends outside of, you know.
But that's the thing, like anyone, in fairness, I don't know whether it's imposter syndrome with people or lack of confidence or something, but it's the fact that people truly believe that they need to be blue in order to either to be noticed by the creator or to feel special. And in my mind, that's the wrong way to look at these things. Like if shit goes down, right? Let's say I'm hate rated tomorrow. Not that I'm going to be live tomorrow, but let's say I go live tomorrow and I'm hate rated. If I have 50 people all timing someone out instead of just hiding them, then what's going to happen is it's going to be 3 times or 50 times the amount of messages from everyone that has timed that one individual out.
Yeah.
You know, instead of actually hiding the person, and as an example, or if there's someone unruly in the chat being a dick, instead of having like 2 or 3 people to say, "Here, lad, come on," you have about 7 or 8 people all hopping on this one individual who's just trying to get, and they end up, like Tusk does all the time, derailing the conversation. And I just think we as a scientific community really need to get past those little hiccups that makes us think that we need a wrench in order to feel special in a chat. You don't.
I
I just
feel
want
like
to say, actually, sorry, that I've never derailed a conversation. But when you were talking about hiccups, just the other day, I had a really
Proving my point there, mate. Proving my point.
Admittedly, I feel a lot of pressure. I mean, I've got a tiny channel, you know, and I felt a lot of pressure to give people wrenches, so I kind of give everybody a wrench. Went there you go. All of yous have it. Yous are all equal. There's no bickering over between these two.
But here's the problem, Here's the problem with that, Etty, right? The problem with giving everybody a wrench is that the only moderator in that chat is you. Because the only way you're going to get something sorted if there is anything wrong, because if you give everyone wrenches and someone starts being a bitch in your chat, then only you can actually time them out. So you don't have any moderators because everybody is a moderator. That's the problem.
But now
That's
I
the problem.
can't go back.
Of course you can.
Of course you can. Just say I'm doing
Oh,
some
babe.
housekeeping. Yeah.
Babe, we will sit down. We will sit down. Maybe tomorrow, and we will go through your list, and we will just clear everybody off the. And all you need at the moment for a channel your size, all you need is 5 or 6 people. And it's just in case something goes down in your chat that you're not comfortable with. That you can shoot them a message saying, delete this person or delete that comment or, protect this person. That's what it's about. It's so when someone like Gary comes in the chat, all my mods know you do not time out Gary. You do not do something that I'm not comfortable with. And all of my mods are pretty they're on the same page as me, and they know what I expect them to do if anyone does act up.
The way I see it, if I time you out, you're being a bigger prick than I am. And
that's hard.
That's saying something. If you've gone beyond my fucking boundaries and you've overstepped the fucking mark, end of, and you will get a fair fucking warning.
But I want people like Gary, who doesn't get a chance to step outside the realms of his own little community all the time. Gary, you're more than welcome to come in and just have a laugh with us, because there's more than, let's say, Gary, than just Flat Earth. Gary, I still want to see these fucking recipes, apparently, that you have. That has to happen, man. We have to have a conversation. Hi, Phoebe.
Yeah, Gary. Gary asked me to make a couple of things on my Tea Time with Tusk shows, and I did. And I was like, okay, let's see your version. And I never got them. That was months ago.
I want to see that.
You were telling me how much you were looking forward to that as
I was
well,
looking
Pat.
forward to it. I want to see what Gary's got.
I want
Like,
some recipes too. Yeah.
I'm okay with people not agreeing with me. Like I did the discussion on modern day debates, and the person that I had been talking about that might have been the wrong mod for that particular stream came into my chat, and the first thing they did was call me a fucking bitch. And I was like, yeah, welcome to the club. I don't deny being a bitch. It's
You
part of
can't
my
deny
charm.
being a fucking bitch, man.
Yeah.
Christ.
Nah.
The evidence is fucking there for every cunt to see.
That's
I'm
how
sitting
we
there
met.
I'm sitting there thinking, is this supposed to be upsetting me? You're just stating facts here, like.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's one of those things that I don't mind dissenting opinions. I don't mind people getting angry or upset in the chat. That's not the only people, I'll actually be honest with you, the only people that are banned from this channel right now are bots. I have 4 bots that just kept coming on and pulling bullshit. Whenever I set up a stream, there's 4 bots that are and there's nobody else. Nobody else is banned. So if that person who decided to be brave and tell me on a stream from 8 months ago has found their balls to come and say, I don't like you, come at me. I don't care. I don't know who you are. Well, I do know who you are, Davros. I do know who you are. And yeah, you kind of let yourself slip there several times in our little back and forth. And no matter how much, I'm not him. Who's that? Bullshit. Find your balls, come at me.
Well,
if you want to do it.
And honestly, I feel like weak people live in echo chambers. People who want to actually grow, learn, or are confident in themselves want dissenting opinion. They want to be challenged. They want to openly discuss and not just have everybody say, "You're so right. You know everything. Yeah. You're the best." I give
That's
veterinary.
That's Tusk on. Tusk is an asshole who kind of challenges me on shit. I like it.
Yeah, it's perfect. I give talks and lectures to other veterinarians about alternative medicines and things like that. And what I enjoy the most is at the end is the question and answer. And if somebody's giving me a really hard time or they're challenging my stance or my opinion, well, that's the time for me to show you A, how much I know, and B, how much I believe in it. And also, I can't know everything.
Yeah.
And I learn through people telling me I'm wrong, or I learn through people saying, "Have you looked at it this way?" Then I'll do I'll do my own work about it and see, well, yeah, either this person is an idiot or I was an idiot. Either way.
Oh, I love that comment so much, Phoebe. If you ever invite me on, you get not just me, but my ego comes along as well. I love the ego. Bring the fucking ego.
Won't you bring enough for everyone?
Well, Tusk has his own.
Who's Phoebe?
Phoebe is your friend.
Oh, that's impossible. I don't have any friends.
This is true. I'm an echo chamber, amber. Oh, amber. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
That is terrible. That is terrible.
That's amazing.
That was a bad joke.
But having said that, like, look, I have no problem with people. I don't even have a problem, Rob, with people disrespecting me. Because here's the thing, especially for people like Davros, I don't fear them. I don't really have any opinion on them. So them disrespecting me is a sign of desperation, you know, and I tend not to. Well, okay, I do kick a desperate person, but because I'm kicking Davros at the moment. But you know, here's the thing: if Davros is listening, because I do know it was you, and that's fine. It's okay for you to be a bitch. But if you do find some balls, craftykeela@gmail.com. I will have a conversation with you, and we will fucking work this out. I'm not going to say that we're going to agree because you seem like a fucking asshole. But whenever you're ready, Davros. Yeah, see, Boomer says Davros doxed my kid. So that's Davros.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. He's a bitch fit. Voodoo Inquisitor for $10 says, "Get the goats a snack on me. I have things I need to do that I've put off all day. Have a good night and chat to you next time." Thank you, Voodoo. It was nice to see you. Thank you for coming on. Who hit the thumbs down? Is there a thumbs down? Then it was definitely Davros in the last few minutes. Yes. Yes. I've done something right. But you know what I mean? Like, Davros, if you are listening, because I know you'll watch this back because, you know, it's you. Fanboy, do message me and we'll work this out. We'll have a conversation. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not pissed at you. I just think you're overreacting to something that's fucking nothing. That's literally nothing. And no, I didn't ban you from any discords. You left the discords in your bitch fit.
Twice.
Proper rage quit. That was you. That was you, man. All you. All you. Phoebe says, "My ego is so huge. I once did a whole stream in a towel and one translucent house coat." Nice. But awesome. Turtle Move says, "I only come to stir the shit." But you know what I mean? Something has to break. Like, if someone has a problem, then come to me. Have the balls and come to me direct. The other thing
check
is,
out our hook for our DJ Revolves it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I have no issue. I have no issue with anyone coming to me at all. If you don't like me, that's fine. Fuck off.
Oh, bye then.
Yeah.
Well, you have to.
Tusk, you're not allowed.
You have to allow your haters to be your motivators.
Well, do you know what? I don't mind haters. You know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. And as I said, if they're ready to have a conversation, then come at me. Like, I'll have the conversation.
Yeah.
But yes, people in the chat that don't have a wrench. This was the main point. Don't throw bitch fits because you don't have a wrench. You don't need the wrench to be special.
Yeah,
we see you in the chat.
We just don't value you. That's all.
Fuck off. But that's the thing. Like, Okay, yeah, I have 20, 30 people in my chats, so it's easily managed. But even with 100 people, 200 people, you see what people say in the chats, and most creators will actually go back and watch back their live streams, and they will see you. And we do know when you're there all the time. We do know when you've made an effort, and we appreciate it. So I just to anyone that's sitting there in the chat thinking that they're not valued by a creator just because they don't have a spanner or a wrench. I like wrench. Spanner is an insult over here, so I don't really want to say spanner. Spanner is a stupid person. We don't refer to them as spanners. But well, you'd have to be stupid to want to fucking mod for me. I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to put it out there. It's not that we don't value you. It's not that you're unimportant. It's not that you're not part of the cool kids club. It's just that moderation is a job, and you need to know what you're doing in order to be considered a decent moderator in the chat, because some chats just get absolutely out of control. Audrey, she's abandoning us, Chris.
We've been abandoned.
Wait,
We've
what?
abandoned.
No.
Audrey Rebedew says, "Well, those pints won't drink themselves. Always a pleasure. Looking forward to the next one. Have a good one." Audrey, I
Oh.
will see you later. And Gary said, "Oh, it won't let him in."
Bye, Audrey.
I will. Bye, Audrey. And if you need a hand with the pints, geese out.
Yeah, always happy to help.
Bye.
Yes.
Oh, aye. I'd take to see a good pint suffer.
But yeah, I'm gonna kind of finish up now because we're getting to midnight.
I was just
And
about
guess
to
what's
say,
on midnight?
Tomorrow.
Midnight. No. Shh. Midnight tonight. Pain of Progress. New episode. Yeah.
Oh,
Go check it out. Go check it out.
Nice.
Go check it out. It's gonna be awesome. Yes. So can one of my moderators just throw it in because I'm being lazy now.
Working on
Making
it.
you work.
Find the link.
Oh, no, that was
But
6 days ago.
yeah, there is a brand new
He's not got
episode
it up
coming
yet.
out. Oh, has it not come out yet?
He's not
Grand.
got
He
it up
probably
yet,
has
no.
it set. But please do if you're or just put the Pain of Progress
Yeah,
in.
I'll just put it.
If you know, it's got upcoming streams. Is it not bring it up there?
Probably not because it'll be timed.
Nah, but
Of course, it's not.
You
It's
know
not
what?
a live thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stick the link in the chat. Go sub.
So-
Go subs. Turn on the button and turn on the bell, and you'll be notified when it starts. It's worth it.
When is the moderators only cool kids club happening tonight? Shh, Clive, we don't talk about it in front of yeah. No, but if you do want to be part of the cool kids club, I don't often do this. I don't often do this. But if you want to be considered part of the cool kids club, and you want to be shoved under the bus, then consider becoming a member, because I have memberships, and we do have secret little meetings. Shh.
Yeah, and one of the criteria you have to meet is you have to have a moist flange. Yeah, so
Oh,
Clive's
coffee.
way ahead of the game there.
And be
Right.
comfortable under a bus.
Yeah.
See,
gets a shoe in for that.
Gary. Only subscribe to Gary when he actually comes on my channel. So
Yeah.
there you
I
go.
think
You have
that's
some
fair.
motivation
Come
now.
on.
That's
but yeah,
actually a deal I'll make with Gary now. If I can get him on, I will personally stick the link to your channel in the chat, mate.
Do you know? Just what we were talking about there. I mean, I'm not sorry for it or anything like that. But on Mr. Sensible's channels, I used to have great fun timing Gary out every time he popped up with his copy pasta, and just you sit there poised waiting for him, and click, bye bye, click, bye bye. And on like a 4-hour or a 3-hour stream, I could time him out about 10 times. It was great fun.
but now he's okay now because
Yeah,
he's
it
not
doesn't do it anymore.
copy pasta.
Yeah.
He doesn't copy pasta anymore. That was the only thing.
Mhm.
But yes, definitely, Phoebe. I'm definitely up for that. What was I going to say? Yes, I do have memberships, and one of the perks of becoming a member or a patron, I do little streams with just my members, and you can come on the stream and just have a chat and shoot the shit. So
I
if you
highly
want to become a
recommend it.
member, yeah, people have become members just to make me suffer,
Yeah.
because now I still have to think up of what 5-6 other fucking badges.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
And so the
You have some
more,
work ahead of you.
yeah, but the more I shouldn't even be fucking advertising this shit. But the more people who become members, the more badges I have to make. So I need ideas, people. I need ideas.
Well, you could
Love
get
you.
one of me peeing all down myself. I'm pretty sure that'd be quite popular.
Yeah,
But
and
we
then
already have the no dragon thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
and-
not all about you.
Yeah, but you
But
could
what
swap
about
the no dragon out and have a
weaponized herpes?
weaponized
could be-
herpes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Weaponized
weaponized
herpes.
I am sure, YouTube would love me having a weaponized herpes emoji. I'm sure
Let
they
me
just
work
love
on
that.
that. Let me work on that.
No,
you
fuck
can
off.
get-
I'm having some ideas.
You need to have an evil panda in its true form, so everybody knows what it really
Yeah.
is.
And a koala with chlamydia too. If we're gonna,
Yeah.
we have to do
Nice
things.
one.
There you go. The ideas just come to you, Keela. You
I
don't
would
have
like
to worry.
some real ideas for things. I don't
Those
know.
are real
Right.
ideas.
I'm a little hurt. Those are my best shots, and I shot them.
Oh, I'm sure you have better ones. We'll extract them painfully. Don't
Yes, I'm sure. I look forward to it. I enjoy that sort of thing.
worry. Ooh, actually, Lego Keelan might be a good idea. And
Mm.
no fucking leprechauns, no shamrocks. We don't do that shit here. No. We do the Poke Mahone. People in the chat.
She'll hit you by a fucking
Show
shillelagh.
Phoebe how to be a real Irish person. Poke my fucking home, biatches. Poke my home, for anyone that doesn't know, means kiss my ass in Irish.
Oh,
Yes.
well, to be fair, that's a bunch of stereotypes there, so get it.
A little bit. But I do like the idea of the Lego Keela.
That's a good
Then I
one.
can keep. Then I can kick Lego Team Skeptic's ass. Yeah. Dun dun dun. Have a big battle between Lego Keela and Lego Team Skeptic. Team
Yeah, and your
Skeptic
gun
will
can
lose.
fire weaponized herpes.
You
Do
need
you know?
a
Do you know
member
why?
too.
Do you know why Team Skeptic will lose?
Why?
Because he weighs about
He has a
3 stones soaking wet.
He has
he's got
he has a
he's
fucking
got-
cape.
And he's got a gap between his teeth.
He
I
can't
got
whistle.
bust through
He
that
can't
fucking
whistle.
thing.
He
Yeah.
can't whistle. So I win.
The wind whistles through it.
Right. People, thank you so much for coming. I'm going to end it there. Anyone want to say anything and say goodbye? Chris, we'll start with you. Say
Well,
goodbye.
Thank you very much for having me on. I'm glad I was able to contribute weaponized herpes and discuss further koalas and chlamydia, as well as my origin
Hi,
story.
dogs.
Yeah, my origin story, which hopefully we didn't
Yeah.
lose too many people when that happened. But no, it's always a pleasure to speak to all of you, and it warms my heart that you all feel I'm special enough to come on and chat. So I really appreciate it.
Chris is amazing. We love Chris, and thank you. And we love most Chris's actually, because I see Chris Durham is also in. So that's another awesome Chris. Eddie, say goodbye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Tess, say goodbye.
Chiri and Rasta.
Daddy, say goodbye.
Anything and goodbye.
Oh, look at you. And yeah, that's it, folks. I am out of here. I am going to bed after the Pain and Progress. So I will see you over
Yeah.
there. Please do leave comments because I do help moderate that. I have permissions. So yeah, other than that, Pogue Mahone, fuckers. See you later.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.